Inshallah, we'll start. So, we will do ayat number 190 and 191 of Surah AlBaqarah. These ayats are now about the fighting the battlefield and the rules of engagement with the enemy, especially about in the vicinity of Kaaba. So the ayat that continues will also go into the details of that. So first we'll do a simple translation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Waqatilu, and fight. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding the believing Muslims, waqatilu, and fight, fi sabilillahi, in the path of Allah, in the cause of Allah. Alladhina, to those people, yuqatilunakum, who fight you. So those who are trying to fight you, you are permitted now to fight those people. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wala ta'atadu, and do not transgress. Okay? Or do not cross the bounds and the limits. Inna Allaha, indeed Allah, la yuhibbul mu'tadin, He does not love those who cross the limits or those who transgress. Then at the battlefield, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and this is about those kuffar and mushrikeen and munafiqeen of Makkah, waqtuluhum. So in the battlefield, Allah says, kill them. Haythu, wherever, saqiftumuhum, you find them or you overtake, okay, them. Wa akhrajuhum, and expel them. Min haythu akhrajukum, from those places where they had expelled you earlier. Okay? And the ayat continues after that. There are many more commandments about the ayat here. So, but we'll stop here and we'll continue next time, inshallah. So, the ayat starts with the word وَقَاتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. Okay? So, here the first letter is waw, and waw simply means and. Okay? So now the word after that, it starts with these three letters, Qaf, Ta, and Lam. Qatala. Qatala, when these are three letters, it belongs to the Bab, which is called Bab Fa'ala. This means to kill. Qatala means to kill. Okay? And if we make another bab by adding an alif, so it becomes bab fa'ala, this will become qatala. We just added an alif in there, qatala. The meaning is different for this word. The meaning for this is to fight. Okay. So one is a three letter, is qatala. Qatala means to kill someone. But if there is an alif between the first and second letter, then this is a four-letter word which belongs to another group of words, fa'ala. And the meaning is to fight. So meaning changes very much, because fighting takes place between two parties. And qatala is one person just kills the other one. So other one is not fighting back. Okay? So that's the basic difference of these two different words here. And in these two ayats, both words are used here. Qatala and qatala, both are being used. Okay. So the first word after the va and is qatilu. Qatilu, if you can see, is from this word qatala. Okay. And that's a command. That's an instruction. Qatilu, you fight. So the word qatilu is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing those who believe that you are permitted to fight. You are allowed to fight, or when the time is, you go and fight. Okay? So qatilu is a plural. So this word is from here, qatilu. And this alif is not recited, so it means fight. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding qatilu, fight. And it's a plural, so he's ordering Muslims to have a fight and fight. Now that fight is defined here. It's not that you just start going and fighting people. Okay, it's well defined that what is that fight. Okay, and then the fight here is fi sabilillah. So let's look at the word here. The word starts with sin, ba, and lam. Sabi, sabala, or sin, ba, and lam. Okay. So the noun from this is sabilun. Sabilun means way or path. And this also means cause. There's many meanings. Sabilun means path or way or cause. Okay? So that is sabilun. Okay? And the next word is Allahu. Allahu. Okay? So we have these two nouns now, sabilun and Allahu. Okay? And if I put an off in between here, this becomes cause of Allah or way of Allah or path of Allah. Okay? So in English, when we put an off, what we change in the Arabic is that we remove these two and put one dhamma. And here this dhamma changes into a kasra. Okay? So now it becomes sabilo and Allahi. Okay? And when we combine reading these together, we do not pronounce this alif here. We pronounce sabilullahi. This alif is not pronounced here. So this becomes small swad. Hamzatul wasal, which means don't pronounce. So the word becomes sabilullahi. Sabilullahi means cause of Allah. Okay? Now put a fi before that. Okay? Fi means in. So it becomes fi, sabil, and fi is a harf-e-jar. So it brings one more change. It takes this dhamma and puts a kasra here under lam. That's the rule of harf-e-jar. The next noun, it changes to a kasra. So now the full word is fi sabilillahi. And that is the words in the Quran, fi sabilillahi, in the cause of Allah. Not your own fight, not for the victory or for anything else, but for the sake of Allah or for the cause of Allah. Okay? That is what the permission is given to fight and the command is given to fight for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for your personal achievements. Okay? So that is the meaning, waqatilu, and fight, fi sabilillahi, in the cause of Allah. Okay? So first it is defined, the permission and the command is fight. Second thing is that the fight should be only for the cause of Allah, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the third thing is that who to fight. That's being defined next, which is alladhina yuqatilunakum. So let's look at those words. So the word is alladhi, starts with that. Alladhi means he. One person is alladhi. Okay? And its plural is alladhina. Plural is those. So fight in the cause of Allah to those people. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala defined who are those people. So the first word is alladina, those. Okay. So now we go back to the word we just learned, which was qatala. Okay. This was the word, and the meaning was to fight. Okay. Now we also know that if you have these three letters, fa, and lam, which means to do. Okay. And if you put a ya in the beginning and a buna at the end. Okay. So ya brings the meaning of third person and plural. Not the plural but the present tense. Third person and present tense. And buna brings the meaning of plural. Okay. So when we make the word, it will become yaf'aluna. Yaf'aluna means third person is they, plural, and present tense is fight or do. So the yaf'aluna means they do. Okay. If we apply that rule here, we put a ya in the beginning and buna at the end. Okay. This will become yuqatiluna. Yuqatiluna means they fight. So this will become qatiluna. Yuqatiluna means they fight. Whoever they are, they third person plural. They fighting or they fight. And kum means you. So the word when you read together, yuqatilunakum, that's the word in the Quran. So this is yuqatilunakum. Yuqatilunakum. They fight you. Okay? So in English, to make a sentence, those who fight you. Okay? So fight those people in the cause of Allah who fight you. Those who fight you. So if they want to start a battle and they fight, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you fight with them or fight them. Okay? Yuqatilunakum. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that even the fighting has to be by some rules. So do not go outside the rules. Okay? So let's look at that one. So it starts with these three letters and dal waw. These are three letters, so they belong to the group fa'ala. And this means to be enemy. Adu is enemy actually. So it's just N, 3 letters, N, Dal, Waw, have to be enemy. Okay? But this is not the word. We have to make a bigger word in this case. Okay? And that bigger word is made by adding 2 letters in there. And the way it is, we add an alif and add a ta. These 2 letters are added. Okay? And the way they are added, like this. Okay? So between first and second letter, ta is added and alif is the beginning. So it sounds like if ta'ala. If ta'ala. There are 10 different rules of making bigger words. This doesn't come very often. But this rule is you add an alif and you add a ta. So if I add this here, this becomes alif and ta. Okay? And I keep these letters there. These 3 letters there. Just I added alif and ta in these 3 letters, just like I did there. Okay. And the sound of these is ta da. That is the way sound is if ta'ala ta da. Okay. Now the meaning of this bigger word is to cross the bounds, to cross the limits. And the one word in English is to transgress. Transgress is to cross the limits of whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told you to do, to go beyond that. So that is called transgress. So transgress is i'tada. Okay? And it is written together as A, T, Da, and Da, and this Waw with a fatah sound of alif, Wa. But it is written this way. This small alif is called short alif. It sounds as alif. I'tada. This Ya is written there, has nothing to do. So this is the word. I'tada means to cross the limits, to transgress. And there are many ways you can break the rule, especially in the war, if you don't follow exactly what Allah commands you to do, and then you decide to fight your own way. You may do more harm to the society, to the people, than benefit. You may start killing children. You may start burning the things which you are not supposed to burn. Okay? You may start harming some others. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do not transgress. Do not cross beyond the rules which are set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is the meaning of i'tida, transgression. Now, the word in the Quran is ta'atadu. Ta'atadu is command. You do not cross that. It's a command which is made by these words. And la means not. So ta'atadu means transgress. La ta'atadu, do not transgress. Do not cross the boundaries. Okay? Fight to those people, but stay within the limits. So the word is ta'atadu. Ta'atadu means, and this is a command, means transgress or cross the limits. But we put a la before that. This is a command for not doing something. Do not transgress. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing Muslims that do not cross the limits. Do not transgress. fight, but stay within the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Wala ta'tadu. Okay? Okay. Now, also the word is irtada. Okay? So, like in many words, when you put a meme in the beginning, it becomes the doer. For example, Salama, Islam, means to submit. If you put a meme in the beginning, Muslim, it becomes the doer. Okay? So in the other babs, putting a meme brings the meaning of the doer. So same thing is that if I put a meme here and take out the alif and ya, it becomes mu'tad. Mu'tid. Mu'tid means the doer. And what is the doer? Transgressor. The one who transgresses is the doer, and that is mu'tid. So from here, if I make the word mu'tidun, and the meaning is that he who transgresses, okay, one or the person who transgresses or transgressor. Okay. And this is the plural. Al means the. Mu'tadin is the plural of mu'tadin, mu'tadun. Transgressors. Da, al means da. So al mu'tadin means the transgressors. Okay. So this word al mu'tadin means the transgressors. Plural, transgressors. Al-Mu'tadeen. Like Al-Muslimin, the believers. Al-Munafiqeen, the hypocrites. Okay? So that's a plural. Okay. So what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying? Wala ta'tadu, and do not transgress. Inna Allaha, indeed Allah, la yuhibbu, He does not love. Okay, so let's look at those words. Indeed, inna means surely or indeed. Okay. Inna means surely. Okay. And the word is after that noun, which is Allahu. Okay. But when inna comes before a noun, it makes one changes. It changes this dhamma to a fatah, rafa to a nasab. So what becomes inna Allaha. Separately the word is Allahu, but when it combines with inna, it is pronounced as Allah. Inna Allah, indeed, surely Allah. Surely Allah. Okay. Now, la means not. La means not. Okay. And the word after that is coming from these letters, ha, ba and ba. It means to love. Ha, ba, ba means to love. Muhabbat or hubbu, these are from the same letters. Ha, ba, ba means to love. Okay. Now, when you put a ya in the beginning, it brings the meaning of third person. We just saw that. Third person and present tense. Okay. So, yuhibbu means he loves. Okay. There were two bars, so I can write down two bars with one ba and shadda. And ya will bring the meaning of he and present tense. Present tense is loves. Yuhibbu means loves. La yuhibbu means does not love. La makes it negative. So, la yuhibbu, love not, loves not or does not love. Indeed, surely, Allah does not love or Allah does not like. Okay? What He does not like? Those people who are mu'tadeen, those who are transgressors, those people who cross their limits and boundaries, okay, and break the commands of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says Allah does not like those people, does not love those people. So, wala ta'tadu, and do not transgress. Why? Because inna Allah, surely Allah, inna means surely, Allah, la yuhibbu, does not love. It's a negative. Okay. Yuhibbu, he loves. La yuhibbu, he does not love. Does not love. Or does not like. Okay. Whichever, both is okay translation. So, inna Allah, indeed, Allah, la yuhibbu, does not love. Who He does not love? Al-mu'tadeen, those people who go and cross their bounds, the limits, they transgress. Whatever they were told to do, they go outside the boundaries which are set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So those people are called mu'tadeen, al-mu'tadeen, the transgressor. So that is the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that even though He is commanding you to fight, but there are so many conditions that first your fight should be for the cause of Allah. Then you fight to those who are fighting with you, just don't go start killing people. Okay? And then even during the battlefield, you do not cross the limits, because Allah does not like that. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, waqtuluhum, in the next ayat. Okay. So the first letter is waw. Waw means and. Okay. Now we just learned that if there are three letters, qatala. Qatala means to kill. Qatala means fight, but qatala means to kill. Okay. So this word, waw is separate and hum is separate. So the middle one is uqtulu. This is a command. Uqtulu means kill. It's a command. Now these are only the people who are fighting with you, fighting you. So about those people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in the battlefield, you are allowed to kill those people who are fighting you. So that is the command. Uqtulu is the word. Fight. And when you read with the waw, then you don't read alif, you read waqtulu. This alif becomes hamzatul wasl. You do not pronounce. So this pronunciation is waqtulu, and kill. And kill. Whom means them. And kill them. Them means are those who are fighting. Okay? So our command is and kill them. This is not a blanket statement. Okay? Those who want to raise objection about the Islam, they say they read this ayah, only this part, and kill the people. Okay? This is only when the battlefield, when you're fighting with the people and you fight them and they fight you and they're in the battlefield and they have done things to you, you kill them. Okay? Waqtuluhum, and kill them. Okay? So now the second word is haythu. Haythu means wherever. Haythu means wherever. At any place. Okay? And the next word is sa, qaf, safa and qaf. Sa, qaf and fa. Thaqafa. This means, this has many meanings and both apply. One is to find, the other one is to overtake. Okay, Thaqafa. So now, going back to one rule, that if you have three letters fa'ala, means fa'ala means to do. And I've put a tum at the end. Fa'al and a tum at the end. Fa'al tum. Tum brings the meaning of past tense and you. So the meaning will be you did. Fa'al tum. Tum brings the meaning of you plural and the past tense. So word becomes fa'al tum. Okay. Now here the three letters are sa, ka, kaf and fa. If you apply this rule here, it will become saqaftum. Saqaftum. Sa, qaf and tum. So the meaning will be you overtook or you found. Okay, so it means you overtook. Okay, so and the other word is home. Hum means them. So up to this point the meaning will be and kill, waqtulu and kill. Hum means them. Haythu wherever. Saqaftum you found or you overtook. Hum means them. So in the battlefield they are fighting, and wherever in the area you find them hiding or attacking or doing anything, as soon as you overtake or you find, you are allowed to kill them. Okay, the enemy. So that is thaqaftum hum. That is the grammatical word thaqiftum and hum. But if you look in the Quran, there is a wow here. This wow. And you recite this thaqaftumuhu. The actual word is thafaqtum and hum. But this extra wow there is to balance the sound. Okay? It's called wow ashba, which means it balances the sound. So when you pronounce thaqaftumuhum, it's better sounding, better balancing than thaqaftumhum. Okay? So that is the explanation of this vow. So kill them wherever you found them. Okay? Meaning will remain same. Kill them wherever you found them or find them. Same thing. Okay. Then after that is the word next is wow. Wow means and. Okay. And next word is kharaja. Kharaja is 3 letters, so it belongs to fa'ala, and it means to go out. Kharaja means to go out. Okay. If I put an alif in the beginning, it becomes akhraja. Alif in the meaning of this word is to expel. That's the difference between kharaja and akhraja. Kharaja, you can go out yourself. Akhraja, someone is sending you out, expelling you. Okay, so that's the meaning of akhraja. Okay. So the word in the Quran is akhraju. Akhraju means expel. This is a command again. Akhraju. Okay. It's a command, it says expel or force them out. Okay. Okay. And whom means them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that and expel them. Akhrajuhum, expel them. Force them out. Why? Because before they had forced you out. Okay, you were living in Makkah They took your houses and they took everything from you and they expelled you. Now that you are fighting them, and if you have you win over them, then you can force them out or expel them. Okay? So وَأَخْرَجُوهُمْ, and expel them. Okay. Now, min means from, and haythu means wherever. From wherever. You expel them from wherever. Okay. This word was akhriju, not akhraju. Wa akhriju. There was a kasra under ra. Wa akhriju. Okay. This was kasra. Akhriju. Wa akhrijuhum, and expel them. Now from the same letters, if we make one change here, like fa'ala means he did, okay, and akhraja, he expelled. Akhraja, he expelled. Past tense, third person. If you put one fatah on each of them, it becomes the past tense. Fa'ala, he did. Akhraja, this is also past tense. Akhraja, he expelled. If you add in a vav, it becomes plural. That brings the meaning of they expelled. It brings the meaning of they. Okay, so akhraju means they expelled. Means the disbelievers expelled. And the last word is kum. Kum means you. They expelled you. Akhrajukum, they expelled you. So it's very important that we pronounce with the correct harakats. Because if you see the words are very close. Akhriju and akhraju. Akhriju is a command, you expel. Akhraju is a past tense, they expelled. So when we read the Quran, we have to make sure that we pronounce the harakats correctly, otherwise the meaning just by changing one fatah or one kasra becomes very different. So this is a command, akhriju is a command, but it is akhraju. This is only a difference of one fatah and kasra. Here the akhriju means is a command, is order, you expel. And akhraju means they expelled you. So it's a very fine difference. So min haythu akhrajukum, they expelled you. Kum means you. So before they had expelled you from your houses, now you get a victory, you get upper hand, they are fighting with you, If you win, if you take over, then you are allowed to expel them from places where they expelled you before. Okay? So this is all is very conditional permission that's being given here. Okay? Not that you can just start killing or occupying the places and things like that. Okay? And this ayat continues, and there are many more commands after that. Okay, so inshallah we'll continue next time.